What's up guys, your boy Adrian The Icon here. Welcome to the video, thanks for coming in. Today I'm actually interviewing an upcoming American artist from Virginia but currently living in Atlanta. His name's CLAYT. Got a couple of dope singles, Things I Got to Say, Third Eye, Yo Yo and Still Life. Things I Got to Say was actually played last month on BET Jams, and Yo Yo as well, another single where he's had some dope visuals, and he's worked on an EP called No Paint, which is released in 2015, and I'll be interviewing him today. So before we go, don't forget one thing, if you can do me a favor, drop a like, comment and also subscribe. It's going to be more artists, other guests that I'm going to be getting on. Clay, first things first, thanks for coming on, and how you doing, man? How's everything going?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you having me for sure.
Good, man. Good vibes, positive vibes, loving that. So as we know, you've been making music for a while. What made you want to continue this drive through your path of being a rap artist today?
Really, I think it was just the passion involved with it. I feel like I decided to take it serious when I was 18. I just kind of realized I was in a group, like a rap group, and I feel like most people have that story, even if it's not with rap. They were a part of some type of group when they were younger, and then they realized all right, I take it a little bit more serious than other people, and it just kept growing into something that I felt like I just love to do, and also I just felt like my talent, the way that it was received, I felt like, it kind of be I say in one of my songs too ill quitting would be ill advised. It's like, when you have a talent, you should try to share it with the world. That's how I feel. So.
Throughout your social media, it seems that we can see that you're clearly hungry for more success every time, but what have you done to allow opportunities to come your way, and what are the thoughts that enter your mind while you're inside an opportunity that comes?
I think just being uncomfortable in general, which is still something I'm still trying to work towards. I feel like everybody should try their best to not be comfortable with their passion. Go out of their way to get what you want. Like me, moving from Virginia to Atlanta, that was an uncomfortable move at first, but it provided all the opportunity for me to be in, one of the biggest music cities out there. And same thing since I've been here, just working hard, pushing myself, going out and meeting people, going to these events, even if I don't necessarily feel like it. But I definitely think networking and just staying focused. I would say that's really what it was.
Throughout your collection of music, it seems that your style is mostly heavily lyrical and also more storytelling. So your first EP slash project, New Paint, was released in 2015, and yeah, your voice, you still sound the same from then to now, but talk to me about that project.
Paint is really it is related to me moving to Atlanta, really, because I felt like, for me it was like a new start. So it's like literally new paint, like a new canvas, so to speak. And I've always been a lyrical rapper, I would say. And it's just funny, that's why I was kind of smiling when you were saying that, because I feel like my newer music, I'm always gonna be lyrical, but I feel like it's a lot more melodic, and started using my voice differently, like singing, melodies, harmonies, all those type of things. So New Paint, though, I feel like that was really the start for me, to try to find my own sound and just be comfortable with stepping outside the boundaries. There is a story I could tell you. I know you want to keep the answer short, but I feel like this has important context to New Paint. But basically, I'm from Virginia, back home, and I was working at a Timbaland studio. Everybody knows Timbaland. He's from the same place that I am, and just through mutual people, my mom's friends, coworker, whatever, I was recording in there, and I was 19 at the time, and so I'm so young. I'm thinking like, yo, this is it. This is my story. It sounds good. Like I went to Timbaland studio and I got signed. And that was it. But it didn't really play out like that. At the time, I felt like my talent was still clear, but the engineer who I was working with there, who knew Timbaland, he basically just told me like I need to try to have my own sound. He said, yo, you definitely had a talent, but you got to work on having your own sound. And I feel like, at the time, it was definitely like disappointing to hear, like, and confusing, because you're like, well, I had a talent, then you know what? But I took that, and I feel like that's really what inspired New Paint, was me making a move and just really trying to do different things with my music and not try to sound like other people or say I'm gonna make a song like this. Is really just expressing myself. So yeah, that's a little behind the music story for you, but yeah.
A good story, good story. That was like, that's amazing. I didn't even know about that, and it's good to hear. So I'm thankful for you to share that. Like, good, good. But so it's clear that you take opportunities and you go to events. But talk to me about Patchwork Studio, that Type 32 contest you won last year in May. What did the platform like mean to you?
Well, first of all, it kind of goes back to what I was saying about just like putting myself out there more. I had actually seen that they were doing the contest for a little while, but I just never participated in it for whatever reason. But I stepped out and was like, all right, let me take on the challenge. Um, Obviously, I've always felt like I'm the best rapper that I know, basically. So I was like, all right, let me do this contest, and so I did it. It was a challenge. Ended up winning one of the months, and I felt like it was a great opportunity, and I definitely got to network with them. They got a lot of good people over there. Patchwork, for anybody, if y'all don't know, that's like a legendary studio. Literally, you go there, there's platinum plaques just everywhere. Outkast, Nas, Stillmatic, like just it was real inspiring, and I'm glad I did it, made those connections, and yeah, just another thing to just add, to the resume.
Good. So going more forward now into time. So after the the contest, uh, like you released Yo Yo, and it also had a visual, and you said that that's like a way of how you made progress, and you received good feedback online, and people appreciate the energy that you had in that video. So talk to me about that one.
Yeah, Yo Yo, I would say that's one of the I hate to say fan favorites because it sounds kind of corny, but that's what it is pretty much. Releasing it. And it's funny because as an artist, I feel like we kind of tend to doubt ourselves a lot. Um, we'll love something and hate it, and then doubt it, and then love it again. And I feel like Yo Yo is one of those things because I don't know. Typically in the past, I was more like a punchline rapper. Like I was lyrical, but it was like punchlines. But Yo Yo, I feel like that was really me. The first time I really flowed in that way on a song where I was really just hitting those cadences and pockets differently. And I wasn't necessarily using punchlines, but I was still getting my point across with my energy, my flow, and still being lyrical with it. And even the hook itself was the hook. I don't know if I ever even told this story, maybe on video, but the hook itself, it really just came about just in the process of recording. I had the verses written, and then literally I just was in my room recording, stepped into the mic, and then just started yo, 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 yo. Next thing I know, I'm hearing it in my headphones. I'm like, yo, this sounds kind of dope. And then it's like, all right, I'm saying yo, yo, pulling the strings. It all just kind of like came together like that. And even then, I'm still like, this is such a simple like hook in my mind. I'm like, I don't know how people feel about it, but I guess it's catchy. People like it. So the combination of the hook with the verses, it was just something special, really. So whenever it's like basically a favorite for a lot of people that like my music or get exposed to my music for the first time.
So going on now, Things I Got to Say was released later that year with a unique visual, and let's not forget that it was played on TV on BET Jams. That was about last month. in February. Congratulations, by the way. With that is clear evidence of like your good quality in music, and it make on how your content makes you unique. So talk to me about that single. Like, what were your ideas behind the visual, and how do you feel now that it's reached mainstream?
I mean, really, the idea behind it was, I mean, because obviously it's a love song, so you know, taking that and just I don't know, I feel like just trying not to make it corny because I feel like love songs can be real corny, especially in hip hop. So really, the whole idea was, all right, let me see how I can make this cool and different. I basically found out about these laser gloves. Originally, I was actually going to use it for the yo-yo video, just because the way that the lasers look, it literally looks like strings, like you're pulling strings. It ended up coming too late, but they were so dope. I'm like, yo, I have to still use this in some way. And you know, some time went by, and then really the idea just came to me like, all right, let me use it for this. The lasers, they can symbolize like a connection. And I kind of explained it on my page. I have some posts where I really talk about it, but basically, at the beginning of the video, me and the girl, when we first meet up, we warp basically into a whole different world, and that's kind of what you see with the lasers, the goggles, everything, and basically just symbolize, you know, when you have somebody who, when you're with them, it's like you're not worried about anything. You literally are in a whole different world. So that was really the main idea of it. And I'm glad, like I've asked people about it, and a lot of people they tell me that they actually get it too. So I think that's one of the things when you create something is you want to be understood. You want to, you know, be complex enough where it's creative, but you also want the point to be understood. So I think we did a good job of doing that. So I'm definitely happy.
Sounds great. And once again, Clay, thanks for coming on today. On Twitter, Instagram should be dropping along the video. And his links to his YouTube and other streaming platforms will be in the description as well. So once again, thanks for coming on.